It's been said that nobody likes change except a wet baby. And no wonder. Change is difficult. It's uncomfortable. And because of this, we're not likely to make the great effort needed to achieve lasting change unless we're really motivated. And we're not likely to be really motivated unless we admit that something is really wrong. Good news. You're already there. The fact that you are reading this book means that you recognize there's something important about your life that needs to change. You're ready to take the first step, looking honestly at yourself and recognizing and admitting the habits that are holding you back from a kinder and more mindful life. In this chapter, we'll practice doing just that. Failing Kindness 101 by David R. Newman. The downtown corner was busy as usual around noon that warm Thursday. Having the library on one corner and the bus depot across the street assured the usual mix of literary, itinerant, and homeless passers-by and ploppers down. That's probably why I didn't pay much attention to the little old lady right near the crosswalk, perched on the seat of her four-wheel walker, her legs sticking out from her skirt, looking as though unaided they could not carry her too far. I was just walking by, on my way to an appointment, when she called out, "Can you help me?" to the two 30-ish looking women who had just navigated the street and were crossing her path. At first they ignored her, so did I, thinking, oh, a homeless lady asking for a handout. But for some reason they paused, and I paused as she continued. "I am a bit disoriented. Can you tell me which way to go to get to 10th and High?" They hemmed and hawed, and I chimed in, "It's about 4 blocks that way," and pointed toward the east. The two women went on their way, and so did I, for about 100 feet, until something dawned on me. I know where she must be going, I thought. It's the Older Adult Continuing Education Center, a place I often visit. And then I realized something else. All she had to do to get there was roll her walker on the bus, sitting at the depot right across the street, go one stop, and she would be right there. I looked back and saw that the woman was still where she had been, sitting on her walker. Then I continued on to my appointment, arriving with plenty of time to spare. Not until much later, while reflecting on the incident, did it dawn on me how easy it would have been to go back, guide her to the bus, hop on with her, get off, and give her a hand to the building, and then go on to my appointment, which was in the same general direction. Not until still later did I look in the education center's schedule for the week to see what might be happening around that time on that Thursday. It was a meeting of the poetry writing study group. And then I wondered this. Sitting there on her walker, a bit confused amid the urban swirl, what verse might have been in her head? Perhaps it was about a lack of kindness among those who, when asked for help, responded with nothing more than cursory efficiency, and then moved on.